took a photo.
Hi. Hi.
Board, photo. It's the photo button.
Say it again.
Good, did you get the music? Welcome to LGWTV, where anything possible can happen. Welcome to LGWTV. I'm Myla, your host. Today, we are going to make a doll quilt. Step 1. Sew these two pieces together. Put right sides together. Put the right sides together. Perfectly so that they match up. And then line up all the edges. Then sew a running stitch all the way on the line. And to take a running stitch, you just keep going through. You don't pull until the very end. Like what I'm doing here. I'll zoom in. And you're going to do it all the way on the line. We'll be right back after this commercial. I'll see you later on LGWTV, where anything is possible. Welcome back to LGWTV. Never mind. We'll be right back.
Okay. Well, just let it run without talking, okay?
How do you zoom?
Okay, now you can shut it off.
Hi, welcome back to LGWTV. I'm Lila, your host. As you know, we left off with this. So now, you are going to unfold your two pieces. Then, you take your other piece and you put it like you did with the other piece before. You're going to line it up exactly right. Then, the same thing, although this time you're going to line up your right side of stitching, and then you're going to sew that. Oh, hi! Oh, you were reading about this fruit. I'll tell you about that in a second. After you sew the right side seam down with an iron or the back of a spoon, gently do this and push the seams all the way down till you get to the top of the right seam. There. Also, I forgot to mention, you press down both seams. So I'm just gonna... Now, just for a little while, we are going to move this aside. Now, get your rectangle of batting, which is this clothy material, and lay it down. Now, with one of the big fabrics you use, lay it down right on top. Make sure that the edges are exactly good, and the side with the most flowers and the most clearest on top. Now, make this right side up and put it aside for now. Now get out your giant square of batting and put it down. Now, take your big piece of fabric and put it on top with the right side up. That is very important in this. Make sure the edges are exactly together. Oh, hi, you don't remember me. Now, take your take your quilt top and put it right side down on the quilt back. It has to be facing downwards, so the seams that you press down with the spoon back of the iron are on top. And make sure the edges, again, are neatly pressed down under the other things, because they need to be exact for this project. Now that you have this, what you are going to do is take your thread and needle and sew all the way around this. But remember, leave a spot open, because I'll tell you that later. But remember, just leave a spot open. And you're going to sew all the way around, and here's a little reminder for your way. Sew through all 3 layers. Always remember to do a running stitch. Hello, and welcome back. Once you've done that, and remember, you have to leave a hole, cut the edges off. Once you're done, what I want you to do is trim the corners slightly, but not through your stitching. You can also trim the extra batting, but not too close to your stitching if you want. Okay, now, once you've trimmed your corners, put your hand inside that the space is left open, and it's time to turn your quilt inside out. Once you've gone inside out, now we are going to make a tie. Take some embroidery floss and stick it through your needle. Now, take the needle and stick it through both layers, leaving a tail. Go down through all the layers, come back up, pull the thread, but here's an important reminder, leave a little tail for your knot that you will make later. Once you've done that, put it back in right where you've done that. Put your thread back in at the tail and bring it back up where you ended. Just like that. And then bring it through. And there you've made a tie. Now, why do I have scissors? I'll show you. Now, once you're done with that, you can cut a little tail off of here, leaving a little tail behind. Now, with your 2 ends, pretend like you're tying a shoe and do that to these 2 ends. And remember, do the knot twice. Now that is your first tie. Now, once you made your tie, you're going to put your embroidery floss through the needle again and go around the whole outline of the quilt in running stitches. And not through both layers. Once you're done putting it all in the ties that you've made, you can go around the quilt with a quilting stitch, and remember to go through both layers. That's 2 layers. Now, that is what I call a doll quilt. I'll see you next time. Hope you enjoyed my show. Bye! Brought to you by LGW TV, where anything can be possible.